Okay, are you ready?
Sure, Jan.
Oh, I love the comparison to Jan. Thanks. I am talented and people don't recognize it.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you. Hello everybody, my name is Replika Queen and I am a 23-year-old entertainer here in Knoxville, Tennessee, and welcome back to my YouTube channel! Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and today we are going to be reviewing episode 3 of Drag Survivor. Now, as I mentioned last week, I managed to get a very special guest to be my brand new co-host for the rest of the series. So everyone please give a warm Replika Queen welcome to Flannel Westcoast.
Hi, it me, Westcoast.
Westcoast, you look stunning in the Pikachu, what is it, a Kigurumi?
A Kigurumi.
Kigurumi, I was close. You look stunning. I love that halo eye on you.
Thank you. I also love it on me. And since it's the horror week, I thought I'd wear a little Halloween costume.
I mean, since it's horror week, I decided to dress up as the scariest thing I could think of, which is my runway from season 3. Or my runway from episode 3. So, did you say Vanity Love? So, Flannel, are you excited to talk about episode 3?
Yeah, this was a interesting week.
It was...
We saw Crocs. and lesbian zombies.
Now listen,
and
I like
somebody got sent home.
And what?
And somebody got sent home.
Now listen, the lesbians, I'm fine with. The lesbian zombies, that was good. I enjoyed that. The Crocs, on the other hand, we'll get there. We'll get there. Those are some choices. So, are you ready to dive in?
Sure, as ready as I am to relive these memories.
Alright, well, girl, there's no time like the present to relive the past. So, let's get started and jump straight in. Not you laughing at my analogy. Okay, so we start off the episode by hearing from the Wakaikai tribe right after Shariah's elimination. Now, Biggie says that if their team loses, that Dixon's going home. She thinks that her alliance with Eva and Lana will be enough to get her through, and she says that this week is an acting challenge and that it might be difficult for Dixon because it's outside of his comfort zone.
Eva also says that she believes that they will be voting out Dixon if they lose this week, because she doesn't see him as a team player.
Ooh. Now, what do you think of this? Drama already on the Wakaikai tribe. Now, Dixon, was he a team player, did you think, looking at it from the outside?
It seemed like he was trying, but I just don't think his tribe was receptive of any of his ideas. And, I mean, they've said themselves that they thought all of his ideas were not good, so...
I agree. I think that he was trying and he was putting in an effort. They just didn't really seem receptive to it, so... Definitely can see where they would think that he would be the next one to go. I wish that they had maybe given him a little bit more of a chance and like given him more of like a, you know, given his ideas more of a chance and like tried to work around it just so that way he felt more included.
Oh no, I completely agree. Because he told me some of his ideas that he had for like the rock and roll week and like going forward, and I thought he had really good ideas the entire time. I just don't think people wanted to use his ideas.
So who would you have rather had on our tribe, Dixon Normous or Madison S. Garden? So Lana backs up her alliance members and agrees that Dixon will be going home this week if they are in the bottom. And then, you know, she feels that her other teammates are more deserving to be there. Now, do you think that the rest of the Kai tribe was more deserving to be there than Dixon was at week 3?
On their tribe at this point, it was what? Lana, Dixon, Biggie, and Eva.
Yes.
Eva LaDiva. I think they all deserve to be there. I don't think anyone deserved to be there more so than anyone else, except maybe, you know, Lana. No offense to everyone else, but she already has a title, so of course she deserves to be in the competition.
Right, like Lana, I think that they all really deserved a shot to be there. So I think saying that 3 of them deserved to be there more was kind of bitchy, not gonna lie.
A little bitchy.
Okay, but I'm here for it.
What do you think would have happened if we had won this week? Do you think Dixon would have still went home? And how would that have played out later down the road?
Okay, so spoiler-free edition, because no spoilers. So, I would probably still think that at this point Dixon would still be the one to go home. Because I do obviously see the 3 of them working together in an alliance. Yeah. So I don't see any way to like get one of the rest of them out because they're working together. Now, in my opinion, because we know that the merge is coming up soon, I would think get rid of the strongest competition at the last week before the merge, because then when you get to individuals, you don't have to worry about that person. So I would probably try to swing the vote for Lana. Surprise, surprise, we'll get there.
I feel like that was a trend for us every single week, though.
It was, because we all saw Lana as a threat. So we'll see how that plays out. All right, so now we move on to our tribe, and we won week 2. So I managed to explain the whole thing about the hidden immunity idol and how it worked, and said that I was the first person to figure it out from the clues we received on the night that we won, because at the time I didn't know that you had already taken the idol. So then I made a ooh, look at the hidden immunity idol. Look at that.
And no nails.
So then I made the mistake of sending the screenshot that I found that said, send this to Morphine Drip for a clue to the merge immunity idol, to the rest of my tribe, and Juuls and Nick Flair took that screenshot. Do you remember this happening with the hidden immunity idol?
I absolutely do not remember this happening at all. I remember us talking about this, that it had happened after it had already happened. I don't remember seeing the screenshot. I don't remember responding to the screenshot. In fact, if I had, I obviously am the dumb one in the group, because I didn't think to also send that to Draven to get the merged idol clue. So,
because I sent it to you first.
Yeah, I
sent it to you first because I was like, look what I found. I did it. I solved it, because you and I had a final 2 from before the competition even started. So I was like, look at what I found. And so obviously Juuls and Nick took that clue to Morphine and got a clue for the immunity idol from the screenshot that I gave. And Juuls makes it a point to say that I stupidly sent a screenshot to the group. Do you think it was I mean, obviously, if you were in my position and you trusted everybody on your tribe, would you have done the same thing of showing the people that you trust the fact that you figured out what the clue was and that it was missing?
I mean, obviously, I didn't tell you all I had the hidden immunity idol until later on in the game, when I, in fact, had solved it day 1 before the competition had even started. So I, personally, probably would not have sent that to anyone at all.
Okay, so I'm just the dumb one.
I don't think you're stupid. You were a team player and you were trying to keep the alliance strong and play as a team. I think me and Juuls are probably a little bit more selfish than you.
I'm not saying that you all were selfish. I am, however, going to say that I really did. Okay, so next we hear from the announcer that apparently the Lakiki tribe was united except for one person who was still on the outskirts. Madison begins to tell us that she feels closer to her tribe and that, you know, after the win in week 2, she feels like she's finally found a place because during week 2, she was kind of iffy because we had already worked together. So she felt that the win really united us. And then all of us immediately come out and say Madison's going home next. Like, literally it ends with her being like, I feel super secure this week. And then cut to me being like, Madison S Garden is going home this week if we are in the bottom. And then Nick is like, Madison, I have nothing bad to say about her, but she going home. And then Juuls is like, Madison said some shit about Nick, so Madison's going home. So were you on the Madison going home train? Because we didn't hear from you.
Yeah, because I looked horrible this week. My confessionals got cut, baby.
You know, it didn't get cut. This meme of your face.
I mean, yeah, I was. Like, you know, she was having trouble making it to rehearsals, which I understand she's in Chattanooga and it's quite a drive to come up just for a rehearsal when you, like, it's different when you're driving up for a show because you're getting paid and you're making money and you can afford to go back home. But when it's just like a rehearsal, it's hard, and I understand that. And I guess my train of thought was if I have to cut someone out tonight, it needs to be the person that can't consistently be here.
Me personally, at the time, I saw her as the weakest link on the team, and I knew that even though the merge was coming up and it would be a better idea to get rid of a stronger person, that getting rid of her was just the right call at that point.
I don't think anybody was a weak link. I think we all have our strengths and our weaknesses, and we came together as a tribe to fulfill our fantasies.
Bullshit.
Yeah, that was my pet.
Okay, so can I just ask, am I getting the villain edit? After what we've seen from the past 3 episodes, am I getting the villain edit?
Yes.
Because next we have to talk about me revealing, which I don't think I told any of you this, me revealing that I was the one who went to Madison and suggested that we vote out Nick and like put that in her head, and then her telling me all the shit that she said about him at week 3 at rehearsal at your house, for me to then turn around and come back inside and throw her completely under the bus and say it was her idea. So, what did you think watching this kind of revelation that I masterminded getting Madison out by telling Nick that she came to me and said that Nick didn't have any entertainment value?
Thank you. I think you strategized very well, and it's something that would come out straight out of a Survivor playbook. You did good, kiddo.
Thanks. I have seen 2 seasons of Survivor in total, but my mom, her favorite player was always Russell. Alright, so next up, obviously we kind of knew that the tribe merge was coming, and we started talking about different strategies and, you know, what we were going to do with the merge. And, you know, what was your plan at the merge?
I didn't really have a plan. I trusted all of you. I trusted Juuls and you and Nick, and I even trusted Madison. And I didn't really feel threatened to go home because I knew, I'm sorry, Madison, girl, but I knew that you would be the one going home if we were in the bottom, and it would not be me, so I had nothing to worry about until the merge.
Yeah, I think we were all kind of set on Madison being the next one out if we were in the bottom. Now,
Lana... It also helped that I had somebody...
Yeah, and you wanted to get Lana's idol out of play because you suspected that she had the other idol. I mean, we all kind of knew, but like, you in the confession chair where they're like, I kind of suspect that Lana has the Wakai Kai idol, so you really wanted to draw that idol out of her from week 3 on. All right, so speaking of Lana, she tells us that Dixon actually came up to her and revealed that I was going around to all of the Wakai Kai members saying to get rid of her, and that she doesn't trust me even though she loves me. So, what do you think about this, about me trying to go to her tribe members and be like, hey, get Lana out?
I think it's funny because it was me doing that. It was never even you telling the tribe mates to get Lana out. I told Biggie to do that. I told Eva to do that. I told Dixon to do that. That's all we were talking about on our tribe, as well as how we could get Lana out of the game.
Well, it
was all me.
I will say, on that day, when we were all together, I did walk up to each of them individually and say, Lana has the idol for your all's tribe. You all need to blindside her and get her out. Because she has.
Yeah, you were a little blunt about it and not strategic. I brought it up in casual conversation, like, oh, Lana would beat you guys at the end, so.
Okay, so what shocked you more? Learning that Juuls was secretly getting information from Lana and they were secretly working together? Or finding out that Juuls wanted me out from Lana?
Juuls, you're a shady little bitch. Okay? I love you to death, and also congratulations on your engagement, because that's incredible.
Wait,
yeah, it's on Facebook. They got engaged today. She and her partner.
What? Congratulations, Juuls. I didn't know. I didn't see it until now. I didn't see it before this, before we recorded this. Congratulations. I'm gonna message you here in a minute, but when you see this, congratulations. I'm just finding this out now.
Anyways, Juuls, you're a shady. We had an alliance. And also, you can call me a shady cut too, because I was also trying to give information and get information from Lana, which I was doing as well.
Okay, so...
I just didn't talk about it in confessionals.
Okay, so wait. Is this me finding out now that I was really the only person who was, like, dedicated to only working with the two of you? And literally,
I was also working with Biggie, girl.
So... yes, I may be the villain this season, but I was also the most loyal to my alliance because I didn't work with nobody else. All right, so obviously Eva still wants to keep her alliance strong with Biggie and Lana, and Nick says that if they wind up having to send somebody home, that they're going to try and pull over some of the more picked on Wakai Kai tribe members to try and gain votes, so that way they can pick off the Wakai Kai members or just get the Wakai Kai idol out. Now, who would you have liked to see from the Wakai Kai tribe give us their vote?
Biggie.
I would like to see Biggie give us her vote. All right, so for week 3's challenge, we were assigned to do a horror movie with roles that we were given live on stage. We had to have self-recorded original dialogue, we had to have a set piece, a prop, and we had to use blood, fake blood. So, what did you think about this challenge when we got it?
I hated it. So going into this week, I knew I knew I was going to be safe, and I felt safe because Madison was going home. However, this was the week I was petrified for, because I'm not a spooky girl, I don't do horror, I don't even really like scary movies unless I'm like hanging out with some friends, because I get scared really easily and I won't be able to sleep. So I don't really know this kind of stuff. And it was way out of my comfort zone, and also it was an acting challenge. So not only did I not know the material, I'm also not an actor. It was just left field, and I was just hanging on for dear life.
I was super excited for this week. I was mostly excited for my runway, because for the runway we had to do our favorite horror movie villain. Now, I was excited because I was going to represent my boy, my favorite horror movie icon, Ghostface from Scream, because he is just, to me, he's the perfect horror movie villain, because he's different every time, and every time there's a new motive, so there's not like the same motive. And like, it can be anybody, because it's like through phones and technology, and it's all like caller IDs blocked and hidden numbers, and you never really know who it's going to be. Scream 5 will be coming out in theaters on January 14th, 2022. If you have not seen any of the first 4, go see them now. We also find out that Eva LaDiva's horror runway is going to be the Babadook with a queer twist to it. What did you think about this when you heard it?
I mean, yeah. It was on Netflix, I guess, in the LGBTQ movies. It was cute, I guess. None of this was cute. None of this was fun to me. I did not like this movie.
So let's move on to the actual challenges. So we get to go first this week, and we decided to do an 80s slasher homage where our characters were, I was given the role of the psych patient, mental patient, psych patient. You were given the role of the dumb bitch, which, fitting. Madison S. Garden was given the role of the child. Nick Flair was given the role of the stoner. And Juuls was given the role of paranormal investigator. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and say that ours was amazing, but it wasn't awful. I don't think we did as bad as people want to make it out to be. We gave a bloody good performance. And, you know, we gave an 80s slasher feel, and we decided that there would be blood all over this. There will be blood! But there were also a few mishaps that happened while we were going through our number. So we're gonna
First of all, I want to call out and say, Lana Cabana, you're a shady bitch. You sabotaged us by putting replica of those clocks. Okay? That was on you. You knew what you were doing. And I know you knew what you were doing. I'm gonna key your car.
So what happened was, our first big mishap was my costume. I was given a pair of yellow Crocs to wear by another contestant while
Lana Cabana.
Lana Cabana, I was given yellow Crocs by Lana Cabana to wear over my fuzzy socks like you would actually see in a psych ward. And the judges didn't like it, did not like the all black with the yellow Croc and the invisible fuzzy socks. So we did get points marked off for that. Now we had some fun stuff planned. We managed to get Nick Flair's face cut off. I got to bash your head in. I got to snap Madison's neck center stage. And I got to, you know, stab Juuls, but again, not everything was perfect. Your wig came off.
Which, I blame you for that.
Why? You knew I was gonna bash your head in.
In rehearsals, you grabbed me by my shoulders and throat and bashed me down. And then when we actually did it, you grabbed me by my hair. I didn't know I had to pin it in, bitch.
Okay, well, what were you gonna do if I grabbed you by the right place and the wig still fell off?
It wouldn't have.
Sure. We also did not get to do our big disembowelment scene because, and you have to watch.
That was my fault.
You have to watch the video because in the video you can clock the purse. You can clock the purse.
It was hard to get into that sleeping bag and out in full drag with heels on.
I mean, I get it. I just I think the disembowelment would have been really cool too.
I think we should have had the sleeping bag, looking back now, completely open and spread out like a blanket, and then I crawled underneath the blanket, and then we could have.
Yeah, I think that would have worked better.
Yeah.
Everything else kind of went to plan. Everything else really didn't have any downfalls. It was mostly just the yellow Crocs and the wig coming off and the disembowelment not really working. Well, after our tribe was done, we wound up getting to watch the Wakaikai tribe's performance with their lesbian zombie horror movie. Now, Biggie Taters was the cheerleader, Lana Cabana was the zombie, Eva LaDiva was the police officer, and Dixon Normous was the mad scientist. So watching this upstairs, what did you think of the Wakaikai tribe's performance?
We're sending Madison S. Garden home.
Okay, but
They just did better than us. Like, it was funny, it was campy, it was drag, it was well put together. The roles made sense, even though I didn't think the roles were going to make sense at all. Because when we first saw them, I remember we all had this conversation. We were like, what are they going to do with these roles? Like, they were going to zombie infects cheerleader. What did we say? Zombie infects cheerleader infects. Whatever. Mad scientist creates zombie infects cheerleader infects police officer.
Yeah.
Like, this is the obvious route they're gonna go. And then they came out with this lesbian zombie love story and a campy police officer trying to break up the gays, and it was just.
we have to say the most iconic part. Oh my God, Lana, you look so good. Like, so good. Like, you look. It was just, girl.
It was perfect.
You want to go behind this bush and look at my bush? and then Eva coming out as the police officer, doing like a floppy ass roll that she knows how to do, but she made it look bad on purpose, and then going, "Hey, get your tush out of that bush."
I felt safe.
So after the challenge, it was time for the runway. So Flannel, are you ready to play Mama, Would You Wear This Garbage?
Yeah, okay, first of all, let's talk about that. Shariah, we are sorry if we offended you, girl. You're not garbage, and you're not actually trash. This is a game like Tudor Boot from Fashion Photo Review. That was a lot of words. We, in no means, are saying that anybody's drag is garbage or trash. We are just being catty and cunty and playing a game on whether or not we like this look and whether or not we would wear this look, or if it's not our thing. With that being said, I am ready to call some things garbage.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. I'm also going to say that because we had some backlash, on the last episode of us playing Mama, Would You Wear This Garbage? This is just our opinion. This is not a critique. This is not us telling you what you could or could not do better. This is our opinion on your look and what we liked or disliked about it and what we would change if we were going to wear it. Everyone's drag is different, so, it might have worked. Everyone's drag is valid. And in the words of the Boulay brothers, drag is an art, and art is subjective. So that doesn't mean I have to fucking like it, okay? And if I don't like it, I'm gonna let you know that I don't like it. It can work for you, so you can like it. You can like it all you want. I don't have to fucking like it. With that being said, are you ready?
We are not the judges of this competition. Yeah, we are just judging.
So are you ready to play Mama, Would You Wear This Garbage?
Mama, I'm ready to wear some garbage.
I'm ready to wear some garbage, baby. Let's get started. All right, so first up, the Lakiki tribe got to go first this week because we went first in the challenge. First up was you, Flannel Westcoast, as Freddy Krueger from Nightmare on Elm Street. So I am gonna go first because you are not allowed to you're not allowed to say whether you will, you can't do it to your own outfit. Yeah. But I would replicate this. You looked hot. I liked the panty. I liked the little thing you did with your tongue, a full Jennifer's body tease with the lighter underneath the tongue. I loved the glove. I think you did great. I would replicate this.
Personally, the only thing I would change if I'd had more time, I would have shaved my head and put on, or gotten a bald cap and made some burn prosthetics on the back of my head underneath the wig, and then did a wig reveal to the burns. But that's just an additional effect that I would have done differently, because what are we doing as entertainers? Evolving and growing constantly.
Exactly. Just look at your makeup.
Yeah, I know. Compared to this week that we're actually doing, they're gonna be like,
week 3 actually wasn't that bad.
Right. But look at this.
So would you replicate it, or what? Mama, is this garbage? Or Mama, would you replicate this garbage?
I would replicate this garbage.
So you're in the middle. It's not amazing. It's not bad. All right.
No complaints on the look.
Up second for the Lakiki tribe, we have Madison S. Garden as the shark from Jaws. You want to say it together on the count of 3?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Mama,
it's
this
garbage. It's just off. It's garbage.
It's a piece of fabric wrapped around.
If I had to do this runway as a shark, I would have found a shark stuffed animal and I would have hollowed it out and then put it over the entire top half of my body to where it's just my legs sticking out. And I would have found some beautiful sequin pants and just made it super campy and like, and then pulled it off and be covered in guts and blood.
Or if you did have to do it like from the bottom up, find a way to make it look not like a blanket wrapped around you, because that's what it looked like. So, Madison.
It was a piece of fabric wrapped around your body.
Madison, Mama, this is garbage. I'm sorry.
Clever, though.
Clever. Definitely
Really
something
clever.
No one else thought of. I will give you that positive. Definitely something no one else thought of. Still garbage, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't wear this outfit. I like the idea. I think it could have been executed better.
All right, now, third up, we have me, Replika Queen, coming out as Ghostface from Scream. Now, before you say anything, I want to let everyone know what happened this week with this look, okay? My original plan, which you hear about in the episode, was to take my entire face off after the challenge, and then paint my face white and do black around the eyes and around the mouth to emulate the shape of the Ghostface mask. So when I took the mask off on stage, my face was painted like the mask. What happened was when I got upstairs and started taking off my makeup, I did not let my face dry, and I used makeup wipes to take my makeup off. So because I didn't give my face time to dry, the makeup remover was still on my face and still damp. So when I tried to put white over my face, it was just not blending out and it was just absorbing into the sponge and it looked splotchy and patchy. So what I had to do with 10 minutes left was take off what little makeup I had done, and done not successfully anyways, but take off what little makeup I had done and basically tried to do a glamour face in 10 minutes, which was not pretty. It wasn't good. I admit that. I looked awful. Morphine Drip cut this out of the episode, but she called me Wednesday Addams. She said, I've never seen anybody go from Ghostface to Wednesday Addams so quickly. So with that being said, that is why after the mask came off, my runway was not great. Flannel, go ahead.
Mom, it's garbage. You know, I saw Jessica Christ the other night at Drag Showdown do a burlesque Ghostface number to There Will Be Blood, which also triggered by that, to be honest. But it was like night and day. There's ways to do Ghostface, and there are ways to not do Ghostface, and I've never seen the movie, but I'm imagining this was not the way to do Ghostface.
No, this was not the way to do Ghostface at all. Ghostface, sweetie, I'm so sorry. I would like, this is me.
Not because he wants to murder you, but because he wants to have a nice long discussion about what you did.
This is my official apology to Wes Craven and the writers and directors and cast and crew of Scream 1, Scream 2, Scream 3, Scream 4, and the 2022 version of Scream 5.
There's 5 of them?
This is the 5th one, yeah. All right, up fourth was Nick Flair, who was a bubble nurse from Silent Hill, the video game.
I've never played the Silent Hill video game. I didn't understand the reference. I'm assuming
it was from Silent Hill from what he said, so I don't know whether it was the movies or the video games, but I'm gonna go first on this one. I would replicate this. This was so good. This was a gag when Nick pulled this out. Nick looked so good. Nick, baby, you did this. I would replicate this hands down.
I would also replicate this. It was incredible. Oh, I found it. Okay. Yeah, it's a nurse from Silent Hill, the video game.
Okay, so it is from the video game.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Nick, you did the thing. The fact that you went to Victoria's Secret and bought a push-up bra just for this, baby, props off to you. You did the thing. I think you should have won the runway this week. Personal opinion. It was very outside of your box because you're a male presenting entertainer. and you came out looking like this spooky nurse female thing that is it a monster? What is it?
It's
zombie?
Yeah, it's like a zombie villain monster kind of thing. So I definitely agree. Yeah. I think that Nick really deserved to like the high praise that he got. I am gonna say this was amazing. I am gonna dock you some points though, because this was not from a horror movie. It was from a horror video game, but it was not from a horror movie, which was the assignment. You are not the only person who's gonna get docked for this, because there's one more who's gonna get docked for this. But it is still a replicate. I love this, but
there is a film series. There is a Silent Hill film series.
There's a Silent Hill film series, but is the bubble nurse in the films?
Let's look it up.
As Chucky from Child's Play.
They're in the movies, apparently, so...
Alright, so okay, never mind, Nick. You get a pass. You get a pass. Never mind. So next we're going to move to Juuls, who was Chucky from Child's Play. Flannel, what did you think about this one?
Incredible. You and Nick were definitely the two tops this week. I thought you were a bottom, but I guess not. Juuls... You're great. You killed it. The costume looks great. The hair was sickening. You modeled great. I would replicate this.
I agree. I would 100% replicate this. You look amazing. 10 out of 10. The body, the costume, the makeup. She went upstairs and added some scars. This was amazing. Definitely one of the best looks of the night. So 100% I would replicate this. No questions asked. So up next is the Replika tribe on the runway, and up first for the Replika tribe is Dixon Normous as Hannibal Lecter from Silence of the Lambs. Flannel, what did you think about this?
I'd replicate it. I thought he sold it. Like, I thought he did very well. I liked the mask. He stoned the mask, and the prison jumpsuit he had stoned. It was very well, and I thought it was a win not a win, but it was... Other tribe did win. Yeah, no, it was a winning look. Dixon killed it.
I really liked this. I think it was a nice creative take. I liked him coming out with the mask on and doing the blood. It was great. I loved it. I still said I loved it. Definitely, I don't see any issues with it. So I would replicate this, hands down.
Yeah, I'd replicate it.
Second for the Replika tribe, we have Lana Cabana, who came out as a scarecrow. Now, I'm gonna preface this one. Lana already admitted to all of us, this was not from a movie. She just did a horror character. So made a creepy scarecrow. So, Flannel, what was your opinion on this?
Thanks to Nebula's money, the outfit was sickening. Sorry, we have to make those references to Nebula's money in this. It was a huge thing in the series. And I don't know if it made the series or not, but that was like a huge thing that we were talking about the entire competition of us being shady. But no, all honesty, I liked the costume. I wished she had sold it as maybe like Scarecrow from the Batman movies. Like her take on the Scarecrow would have made more sense than just like a horror character. You could have even said it's a demented Wizard of Oz thing, and I would have been like, okay, I'll buy it. I'd replicate it. I'm
going to give this a mama. I would replicate this garbage, so right in the middle. I did like it in the moment. I do, however, going back and rewatching it, if you notice, it's like, you can still see parts of the corset, of the clear corset that y'all glued the, like, flannel stuff to. But I think it was good. I'm docking you points, though, for it not actually being from a horror movie, just because that was the assignment. So it was a good look, but it didn't fit the theme because it was supposed to be a horror movie icon. So, Mama, I would replicate this garbage because it was a good look. It just didn't fit the theme.
I'm upset that none of us came out as Dracula or Frankenstein's monster.
I'm upset that none of us came out as Morphine Drip.
Yeah, that would have been easy to model. You just hunch your back and spin around in a circle and walk back in a circle.
Okay, third up on the Replika tribe, we have Miss Eva LaDiva as the Babadook. Now, I'm gonna go first on this one. I would replicate this. I think this was so funny. I think the makeup application was a little bit sloppy, I'm not gonna lie, looking at how she painted the eyes and the mouth. I think the makeup application was sloppy, but the presentation was what sold it. She came out in this black shawl with the black hat, and then she had a hat reveal, so she took the hat off and there was a headband with a hat on it. And then she took the shawl off and she had a pride shirt on and had a rainbow flag hidden behind her that she pulled out and was holding. It was amazing. It was iconic. I would replicate this 100%. Flannel, what do you think?
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it so much because it's a meme and it was one of the worst memes that I've ever seen. And I'm a meme connoisseur, okay? I hated the Babadook memes. But I would replicate it. It's sickening. I hate it.
You hate it, but you would replicate it?
I mean, yeah, I hate it, but it's good. I hate it, but it's good. I mean, this is basically Tudor Boot, right? Like,
yeah.
It's getting a replicate. Like, it's good. I just hate it.
All right. I think it's good. I would replicate this, so.
If I saw somebody else wearing a costume based off of this, I would not be upset. Except I would be upset. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
I would probably go outside and smoke a cigarette, but I'd be like, you did the thing. Like, you looked great.
Exactly. All right,
Yeah.
And then last up on the Wakaikai tribe, we have Miss Biggie Taters as Tiffany from The Bride of Chucky. Now, I lived for this. I thought that she pulled it off well. I think the subtle changes to her makeup actually helped really change her face to look more like Tiffany. So I liked this. I would replicate this.
I'd replicate it. Yeah.
All right, so after the runways and after the challenge, we find out that the winner for this week is...
I don't know the tribe names. Why are you pointing at me?
The Wakaikai tribe wearing yellow.
Was it Wakaikai?
It was Wakai. We didn't win this one, so it was the Wakaikai tribe.
So we're Lakiki?
We were Lakiki. Help me.
It's been months and I still can't get these fucking names in my head.
So
we're Lakiki.
Yes.
I'm gonna get a tattoo on me.
So we are the Lakiki. I'm gonna start color coding it in the notes so that way you know.
Please.
So the Wakaikai tribe wound up winning week 3, which means that Biggie Taters, Lana Cabana, Eva LaDiva, and Dixon Normous are all safe from elimination. That means that the Lakiki tribe, which was me, Flannel, Nick Flair, Juuls, and Madison S Garden, were all up for elimination. Now, at the time, nobody knew who had the hidden immunity idol, and the hidden immunity idol was... And, well, you did, but the rest of us did not know. And then nobody wound up playing the hidden immunity idol. So, unfortunately, in a unanimous vote of 4-1, Madison S Garden was eliminated from the competition.
You know what would have been a power play?
Getting rid
if
of
I had played this idol on Madison and let Nick Flair go home. I thought about it. But I found Lana the bigger threat.
Or what if we had just decided to blindside Nick? You and me vote with Madison to get Nick out?
Well, then we would have lost our alliance with Juuls, and we found out she was partnering with Lana in this, so...
That is true. But then we could have pulled over Dixon, and we would have had Madison, which would have still been a tie. Oh well.
Regret.
So, there we go. That's the 3rd week of Drag Survivor all done. We've now sent 3 people home, and with the merge coming up next week, there's still 8 of us. So, wait. There are only 3 weeks left in the competition, and we're getting ready to merge at 8.
And we know based on the packet that in the final week there is a double elimination week 6. We knew that in the packet. It was listed in there. So
does that mean that we'll be seeing another double elimination?
Am I going to be part of this double elimination?
Am I going to be part of this double elimination? Is this double elimination even going to happen? I guess you'll just have to watch and see. Next week, we will be covering episode 4 of Drag Survivor. Flannel, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I'm so excited. So, Flannel, next week is a very special week, and without giving away any spoilers, would you like to dress up next week as, let's say, a possible celebrity?
Possibly. I think I can arrange that. Just let me pray about it.
I think I can too. I'll just have to make sure that I don't have any unfortunate accidents.
Tiny.
Thank you guys so much for watching this week's Replika Reviews Drag Survivor episode. If you like this episode, please don't forget to go down and give it a little thumbs up and hit the red subscribe button so you can see the rest of the series. All of the entertainers mentioned in this video, including the ones who were eliminated within the past 2 weeks, will have their social medias and Cash App and Venmo information in the description. Also, episode 4 and the YouTube channel will be linked in the description so you can go watch Drag Survivor right now. Flannel, do you have any parting words?
Tell me how pretty I am, because based on the pictures we saw from this week and the memes that were made of me, I need the vote of confidence.
Flannel, I can definitely say that you look a lot prettier than you did in week 3 of this competition, and your makeup has definitely improved.
Thank you. I feel so soft tonight.
Now, Flannel, to close us out, I want you to give me a compliment because I had a rough week during week 3.
I think you look beautiful. I liked your ideas in week 3. You're pretty, and I like your makeup.
So we will see you guys next week for episode 4 of Replika Reviews Drag Survivor. Bye, you guys.
Bye.